What is up, y'all? I am your current and longest reigning WWE Undisputed Pay-Per-View champion, the one you all came to see, the hot commodity at sea. And I'm joined by my friend and the person I can't do this without. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Christian. Let's talk about some Monday Night Raw. I thought this was a pretty decent Monday Night Raw, and I thought from start to finish, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that the opening, I was talking to you when it happened, and I could tell how excited you were, and then I was able to see it. I will say, we'll have to talk about your little demon theory there. We'll get there. So yes, we are the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, and we are covering WWE Monday Night Raw from March 13th, 2023, live in Providence, P-Town, Rhode Island. And we start out with the WWE Hall of Famer, the Rated R superstar Edge, and he comes out. And Edge says, Finn Balor, get out here right now so we can finally be done with this. Judgment Day comes out on the stage. Finn says, here I am, Edge, live and in the flesh. Do us a favor and spit it out. And Edge says, I'm not here to talk. A few weeks ago, you challenged me to a match at WrestleMania. Fine, you got it. For the last year of my comeback, I wasted it in front of TV monitors, like meeting the fans, and I wasted it with you. I am running out of time. You pulled Judgment Day out from under me and made it better. Every other week, you left me laying. You made me say I quit, and you still hit Beth Phoenix with a concerto. There was only one way this could end at WrestleMania: Edge versus Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell. And Finn Balor says, hell couldn't handle my demons. I'll see you at WrestleMania. But until then, and then the Judgment Day comes down, they attack Edge. But Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis, and Candice LeRae run down and make the save. So let's talk about the opening promo before the match. Are you excited for Hell in a Cell? You think the Demon's going to come back? What are your thoughts?
Yes, I do think the Demon Finn's gonna appear. I knew, I was hoping it was gonna be a stipulation. Happy it's Hell in a Cell. It's gonna be. Dude, holy shit! WrestleMania just got a hell of a lot better. I cannot wait for that match. It's gonna be amazing. No outside interferences unless they break the cages and shit like that. But should be just Finn and Edge battling. Maybe this is Edge's last ride. I think I thought the match promo was good, match was good. I'm just curious on why Lumis, Gargano, and LeRae were the ones to help Edge, but
Yeah,
other
of
than
all
that,
the
I
people.
thought it was a good segment. He's right. He did waste the last year with the Judgment Day, so we'll see. I hope he's not done after this.
I hope not.
What is next for Edge after this? I don't fucking know. Because the storyline's been built up since last year. So
Well, I could see him like I don't know. I don't know who Edge's last run could be with, but it has to be somebody who can like propel. So maybe like an Austin, not like really I like Austin Theory, but like somebody that like he can kind of like make look good by beating them.
and I
Okay,
think Finn Balor would be that guy.
Finn Balor, yeah. But the only thing is Finn Balor. I mean, here's the problem. So like with Finn Balor, like us, like real wrestling fans who have followed him, like outside of WWE, we already know the name that he has. And WWE, he hasn't really made a name for himself yet because he's kind of just been like only Universal Champion once, right? Like he really hasn't done anything. And that's the problem with WWE, I feel like, is you get these talented guys who have made a lot of history outside of the company, guys like Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor. And then they come here.
What the fuck is he? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. And then he comes here and they just don't do
No,
it.
I agree. It's because it's all. I didn't want to get into it because it's all topic. But what the fuck? Where's Shinsuke Nakamura?
I don't know. I feel like the last time we saw
He's
him was,
doing indie shows though.
I don't know. I feel like I know he worked with the Great Muta. I think the last time we saw him was the Royal Rumble match, and I think that was it. I think he was in the Rumble.
He wasn't in the Rumble this year.
Oh, well, maybe he wasn't. Well, yeah, then we saw him before the Rumble. I don't know. Yeah, he hasn't been there. But like, yeah, like Shinsuke Nakamura, like I remember like when he debuted, we heard so much stuff about his career, and then he comes to WWE and nothing happens and he becomes a joke. And you're just like, okay, like So I think that happens a lot with these guys. So you're right. Maybe Balor might be the guy to beat Edge and then take on the role of being the man. Well, our first match, we have Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis with Candice LeRae taking on Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest with Rhea Ripley. Here are some quick notes from that match. Lumis nails a bulldog to Mysterio, belly to belly and reverse leg drop to Damian Priest, which gets a 2. Rhea Ripley then slams Candice LeRae's head across the railing outside. Dominic hits a frog splash, but Johnny Gargano breaks it up. Lumis applies a silencer, but Priest nails a roundhouse kick and a South of Heaven, and the Judgment Day get the win. Decent tag match, but I mean, really nothing else to go on here other than Judgment Day proving their dominance, right?
Always proving their dominance. I don't know what. I feel like everybody in the Judgment Day has something going on except Damian Priest.
Yeah, Damien's like not doing anything. He's like just chilling and vibing.
Yeah, that sucks.
Maybe he'll take on Bobby Lashley.
You know what? That would be good.
Okay, so yes, we haven't seen, but Damian Priest isn't really doing anything.
I love Damian Priest.
Damian Priest is awesome. So we see Damage Control attack Trish Stratus backstage. They slam her into bins and they nail a triple super kick, and she has like a bruise under her eye. So Damage Control is taking out Trish. What do you think about them annihilating Trish Stratus, making her pissed?
It is stupid.
Yeah, I wish we could see. I honestly wish we could have
I
seen.
really don't. I'm sorry.
Ring.
I'm just not really into the whole Trish Stratus coming back thing.
I am. I love.
I know you are,
dude. I'm like probably the only person in the world that's like, yes. I jumped up. I literally screamed when she came out. I was like, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just a loser who's into nostalgia. Here's something that I didn't like. I want to hear your thoughts on this one really quick before we go to our first break. Omos and MVP come out, and MVP says, Brock Lesnar, you're a brilliant wrestler, but you made the biggest mistake by agreeing to fight Omos at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar comes out, and Brock stares at Omos. I mean, Omos is huge compared to Brock, and Brock is a big.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I saw Omos in front row in person at the live event.
Shit.
I wanted a fucking. I didn't, dude. TV doesn't do the justice. He is ridiculously massive in real life.
Yeah, and Brock looks like a peon compared to him. So Brock looks him up and down. Omos like sort of like shows Brock his fist and then offers his hand to shake it. Brock then steps on Omos's foot and tries to attack Omos, but Omos botches a toss to Brock Lesnar over the top rope, and Brock walks away. He walks away from Omos. That botch fucked everything up. Quick thoughts on that before we go to break.
Sorry, can you repeat the last sentence?
No, you're fine. With less than a minute. Or you know what? Here's what I'll do. We'll go to our commercial break.
Yeah, sorry, my computer
Oh, you're fine. We'll go to a commercial break and then I'll ask you the question. That will keep
everyone
on our toes. No, brother, you're fine. We'll be right back, folks. Stay with us. And welcome back. We are the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm Ant, and that's Christian. And I want to thank you guys for checking us out. No matter where you're listening to us, whether it's YouTube, make sure you search the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I mean, listen, why wouldn't you want to see us on YouTube? Check us out on YouTube so you can see our live faces. We're two sexy dudes, so why not? And you can see my title in real life and be able to be amazed and acknowledge your long-time WWE pay-per-view champion. So do that on YouTube. Also, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify for podcasters, wherever you get it. Like and hit the notification bell so that, I don't think there's a notification bell. Just like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating. Cool. Do all that fun stuff because we are everywhere. We are worldwide. And speaking of worldwide, one of the biggest matches that everyone's talking about at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar versus Omos on Raw. We saw Brock kind of stand up to Omos, although Omos kind of got the upper hand. So what do you think about Brock Lesnar walking away from Omos? He kind of embarrassed Brock, didn't he?
I hate Omos. I'm sorry. This was
This was I don't know what the fuck this was. I'm really not.
Yeah, I here's the thing. Here's my thought. Like this promo did it justice because you saw how much bigger Omos is than Brock Lesnar, right? That was the only thing that was good about this. The problem is when it comes to the match, it better be short and nothing but like I want to see Omos running around the ring doing absolutely nothing. He can't work like that. Brock, the same thing. Brock, I heard, was saying goodbye to some people backstage earlier. So he's probably done after this. This is an easy match for Brock to finish up with, I think. And I think that's why they're doing it. I mean, they are two big attractions, but nobody wants to see Brock versus Omos. I think there's a little bit more, curiousness now after we saw the face to face, but it really didn't do much for me.
No, it didn't do much to me either. I definitely think Brock Lesnar is worthy of beating Omos. I think I've said that before. I just think again, no one wants to see this match. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Lesnar's been dominant. So it kind of make Lesnar look a little weak here. We saw that Lesnar couldn't even lift him up.
Mm.
Uh, so that also does play a factor on can Lesnar beat him. Um, I don't know. It should be okay, but again, it's not what we want. Um, it's I don't know. I don't think Omos should be the person Bray or Brock, I'm sorry, goes against at Mania. I just don't.
Looks good on paper, but mm. All right, so we have our next match: Cody Rhodes taking on LA Knight. This is a decent match. Cody nails a disaster kick. He hits a Cody cutter and a crossroads, and Cody gets the win. What's more important, it seems, is the promo afterwards. So Cody takes the mic, and Cody says, if I want to fight alongside Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I can do that. Mr. Heyman said, don't make this personal. What a joke. I want to be somebody. I acknowledge you, Roman Reigns. Now you need to acknowledge me. I am undefeated. I've got no crown and no undisputed title. On April 2nd, when the sun goes down on Hollywood, it goes down on Roman Reigns' generational run. On April 2nd, I will wait no more. I stick you in this ring and be the first Rhodes to be a WWE champion. So Cody Rhodes, I mean, definitely, I mean, my promo wasn't as good as his. He's definitely getting the crowd, behind him with this promo. I really liked how he was like on April 2nd, like he's not playing. This is a good promo in my eyes. It's a good way to kind of build up Roman. Uh, a lot of people are saying that Cody isn't going to be the guy to do it. Based on this promo, how are you feeling?
It's another good promo by Cody. Shows his passion. He's really confident. I personally think this is the most confident any opponent of Roman Reigns has been. Um, in a while. He made a good point. He does acknowledge Roman Reigns, but Roman does have to acknowledge that Cody is a threat to the championship, probably the biggest threat to his championship. Um, it was done well. I thought his match with LA Knight's good. Um, it could have been a little bit better. It wasn't the best. The result was obvious. Cody isn't going to lose a match like this, but LA Knight still did a good job with the match. So, um, I'm excited. I mean, I'm not excited. I'm shocked they didn't do this. I mean, shocked, but in a way, not. I'm shocked because it's Cody Rhodes, so I'm surprised this wasn't the main event. So, but it was a decent match.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, my friend. Like, it was an okay match. I think Cody's had better matches, but again, this is a good promo. I'm just excited to see if Rhodes is finally going to be the one to beat Roman. And I don't know who I'm picking for this match. I still don't know who is going to win. So I'm excited. We go backstage and we see Seth Rollins is talking, and The Miz interrupts and tells Seth that Logan Paul will be hosting an episode of Impulsive next week on Monday Night Raw, and says that he will be a guest. Baron Corbin appears and basically tells Seth that he wants to teach him some boxing lessons. And Seth says, my 2-year-old daughter can teach me boxing lessons better than you. And that sets up a match between Corbin and Rollins later on. We get a quick match between Bronson Reed and Elias. Bronson destroys Elias with a tsunami. What are your thoughts on Bronson Reed?
I don't care for him at all.
He doesn't really do anything. He has no personality.
I don't care about any of his NXT work. Never did. Never. No, I don't really like. I don't think I watched his match. I think I went to go pee. Not gonna lie.
I think he's decent. He's not terrible. But like once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Like he doesn't really do much for me.
I mean, he's a big man who goes up the top rope, so that's cool. But he doesn't. I'm not watching his match. Like, it's not a match I'd watch, especially versus a fucking Elias. So I don't
Okay.
know. They should have. I don't. They should have just kept Elias with the whole Ezekiel gimmick. If I'm being honest, that was a whole lot better than
Okay.
his gimmick. I don't know. There's not much to talk about. This match is 2 minutes long. These are two guys no one cares about. No one reacted to it.
Yeah. Just basic. Basic shit. We'll move on. So Kevin Owens is backstage, and Kevin says, "I wish Sammy the best, but I want no part in anything Sammy's doing. Cody, like I told you last week, I don't want your help. I need you to focus on defeating Roman Reigns, and I want to fight Solo and those guys on my own, like I've been doing and will keep on doing." So again, Kevin does not want any help. He's kind of had a death wish, but that's Kevin Owens. He doesn't want to accept any help from anyone, which I get. He's pissed. He's been screwed over, so why would he trust anybody? We see early on in the night, United States champion Austin Theory is confronting the Street Profits, and he's making fun of them, saying, which one's better. Montez, I think you're the better one, but of course, you both don't have a match, and all you do is choke Montez. So then Angelo Dawkins challenges Austin Theory, and then we have a match. Here are some notes from that match. Dawkins nails a cool T-bone suplex and a spinning splash in the corner. Dawkins nails a spinning slam. Theory is able to nail the A-Town down and get the win. After Theory applies a crossface onto Dawkins until Montez Ford runs out and Theory leaves. So Theory looking good heading into WrestleMania against John Cena. What are your thoughts?
I'm excited.
Is you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
What happened?
Fuck. Okay.
He's trying to get us something, folks. If you aren't watching us live, Christian is getting us
about the recap with Theory and Cena.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Theory and Ford. Or I'm sorry, Theory and Dawkins. I don't fucking know who he's fighting.
We're talking about the match. Oh, Theory and Dawkins. I knew Theory was gonna win. I'm just surprised he won the match clean. He won the match clean. We know he does a lot of cheap wins. And I'm actually surprised the way Angelo Dawkins performed in this match, even though the crowd wasn't into it, because they probably knew Austin Theory was gonna win it. Just obvious matches. I feel like it's been a reoccurring thing this episode. You're not gonna have Theory, who's going against John Cena for his championship, lose to a guy like Dawkins. It's kind of like the whole LA Knight and Cody Rhodes thing. So it's just a nice way to taunt Theory to taunt Cena. So
yeah, I mean, again, you can't really do much if John Cena's not there, so you just have to kind of like make Theory look good, I guess. Paul Heyman's backstage and he tells Cody Rhodes that Roman Reigns will be here next week. Exciting to see Roman on Raw. That would be cool. Rey Mysterio comes out next, and Rey says, "We all did this together and got this award." And Dominic Mysterio comes out, and Dominic says, "You chose all these strangers instead of your kids. Is it an honor knowing you were nowhere to be found for your kids?" He says, "When I turned 16, you said you would get me a new car. My friends show up in Mercedes and I get a BMW." He goes, "You're afraid. I see you for what you really are, a sad excuse for a man. But you know what? I challenge you to a match at WrestleMania." And Ray says, I don't know how many times I have to tell you I love you and I'll never fight my own son. Dominic says, do what you do best. You run away from your family and me. The only thing you taught me is what not to be. And then Ray walks off. Again, really nothing significant here other than Ray getting challenged by Dominic. What are your thoughts?
This was better than what they did on SmackDown. I I thought tonight was gonna be the night where Ray finally says like yes, but again, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Dominic has grown so much as being a heel. I still think some of his mic skills, I can see it. Sometimes it's kind of he stutters a little bit, but other than that, I think he does very good work. The crowd reacts to him very well as a heel. He takes cheap shots. But they're going somewhere now. They included a WrestleMania match. Dominic wants the match. So now it's just a matter of time. Oh yeah, and the BMW Mercedes thing, that made me laugh.
Yeah, he was laughing at that too. I mean, he was like, it's not even an M series or whatever it was that he says.
Yeah, he was like, it wasn't even an M series. Like, I'm not gonna. That was kind of funny. But yeah, we're getting somewhere now. I'm excited now. Like you said, we just need to see what Dominic's gonna do for Ray to get his turning point and finally accept the challenge.
I hope he fucking beats the shit out of the mother or something. We see the women's tag team champions Becky Lynch, Lita, they're backstage, and Trish Stratus shows up, and Trish says that all Damage Control did was piss me off. So Damage Control, look out. We get a promo for Rhea Ripley doing Stranger Things, doing her best 11. I thought that was pretty cool. What do you think?
It was probably the worst one they did out of all these, to be honest.
Well, we could go fuck ourselves. Okay. Okay. Why didn't you like it?
I didn't think I thought it was the worst one they did out of all, like the superstars recreating like movie scenes.
Yeah.
Whatever. I didn't like that one.
I feel like 2023 is a huge throwback to 05. I think I mentioned this in the last one.
No, yeah.
Backlash is going to be in Puerto Rico. The last time they had a pay-per-view in Puerto Rico was 05. WrestleMania is going Hollywood. Last time they went Hollywood was 05. So a lot of stuff. So yeah. Moving on, The Miz is on commentary now for this next match, and we have Seth Rollins beating Baron Corbin in a relatively quick match. Seth sort of leaps over Miz to nail a stomp on Corbin, and he gets the win. Not really much here to talk about. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, there's not much to talk about. They need easy win for Seth Rollins. We're talking
about Seth Rollins and fucking Baron Corbin.
Sorry, I spoiled it, but they need to get rid of Baron Corbin.
Yeah. No, Corbin is not doing anything for him.
He's not doing shit. He's not gonna get a WrestleMania match. No, he won't. I don't know what they're gonna do with fucking Baron Corbin.
Yeah, I don't know. I just let's get stuff going now. Let's get Logan Paul. The problem with these people that I don't want to say part-timers and the celebrities, I guess I can say both of them, is because they're not here every week, the build-up is gonna be very filler because it's you can't do much.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. We see Maxine has Otis backstage take pictures, and Chad Gable kind of looks sad because they don't want him to be a part of it. So more funny segments with the Maximum Male Models and Otis. We have the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair defeating Chelsea Green with Carmella, who is looking phenomenal, man. Holy cow, Carmella. Damn. She's great. But Bianca Belair gets the win after a KOD. Afterwards, Carmella and Chelsea Green attack Bianca. Asuka runs down, makes the save. And then Asuka dances with the Raw Women's title and goes to give it back to Bianca Belair. But then that blue goo starts to come from her mouth, and Bianca looks worried. This has been happening every fucking week at this point. Nothing new. Again, I don't care about this match at Mania aside from it being a good match. It's going to be a good match, but what do you think of the storyline?
Another good match. Or this storyline hasn't gone anywhere. There isn't much of a story other than Asuka just getting a chance at the Raw Women's title. Um, I didn't think this match again. Obvious, Bianca Belair's not going to lose. I personally thought the Maximum Male Model segment was a little bit better than this match. Personally, I thought the Maximum Male Models. I know we're not talking about that, but I thought that was really funny.
He's dreaming of Otis.
Guy who with the
Cool.
camera, he goes, "We're not cosmetically. I broke my nails scrolling through Instagram, so I'm not cosmetically cleared to compete." That had me fucking dying laughing.
Man,
And yeah, Mansois. And he got in front of the camera, Chad Gable, he goes, "You just broke my camera." And that had me laughing. Like, yeah. So I thought that segment was better than this match because I was all for Chelsea Green coming to WWE, but if this is how they're gonna have her gimmicky with Carmella, have her being like a bitchy bitch, I'm not for it anymore. So I
I
think
wouldn't mind if they were the women's tag champions. I mean, you could always
yeah,
need an
but that doesn't mean
iconics.
shit. That those tag titles don't mean shit.
I know, but listen, I wish they should get rid of them, but because they're
The
there, go
last
ahead.
time it meant, I'm sorry to cut you off. It
No,
meant
go ahead.
something. The last time that title really meant something was when Sasha and Naomi had it because they were actually defending that shit. As much as I don't like the women's tag team titles to begin with. Like I think it's the stupidest championship in pro wrestling history. Now I thought I was bitching about the AEW trios tag team titles. No, the WWE women's tag team titles is by far the most ridiculous championship in all of pro wrestling, and I don't know why they can, and I'm talking about it because Chelsea Green. That's how they're booking her. They're booking her with Carmella,
Yeah.
and that just shows they're gonna be in. Oh, they're gonna do maybe a tag team tournament, whatever. Dude, Lita, how are you gonna be a champion and not defend your fucking championships at WrestleMania? I don't give a shit if you're the 24/7 champion. Like, how are you not gonna have a chance? Like, why aren't Lita and Becky fighting
Fine for the
Bayley?
titles.
Why are they doing this triple threat shit? Like, I, I don't know. I don't know.
I think so for me, one of the biggest problems that I have with the women's division is because they've only given the women's title to people like Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Ronda, Bianca, Asuka. It's hard to really and I'm not talking bad about Chelsea Green at all because I think she's a great worker, but it's hard to compare Chelsea Green to those girls. If they gave titles more to women like Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, even Mandy Rose, like then you can believe like okay, like this person could be champion. But because they only give it to people that have prolific careers like a Bianca, like a Charlotte, you're never going to look at Chelsea Green as a women's champion because the only women's champions we have been powerhouses like that.
Right.
But like at the same time, there have been champions like Mankind, who isn't a powerhouse, who did make the title relevant. And so you don't necessarily need a household name like a Charlotte Flair to be champion. You can have a Chelsea Green be champion, have her be a terrible, I don't know. But like, I feel like they don't give titles to everyone anymore. It's like the round robin group of girls that get it. It's just like, okay. But I agree with you. More justice for Chelsea Green because she's attractive and she can actually compete. We're at our main event, and I was surprised that the way Raw ended this week. I knew this match was going to end it, but just like I thought something was going to happen afterward. We have Solo Sikoa taking on Kevin Owens in a street fight. Here are some notes from this match. Solo rams Kevin's head into the announce table. He nails a huge Samoan drop, and then KO sends Solo's head into the ring steps. Kevin Owens climbs to the top rope, but Solo Sikoa drops him off the top onto a set of like 4 chairs set up in the ring. The two fight in the crowd. They fight in the gorilla area, which was really cool. And the Usos attack Kevin and drag him out to the ring. Solo nails a Samoan spike, and Solo Sikoa seems to have solved the Kevin Owens problem tonight here on Raw, and Raw ends. What do you think?
I thought this was a good way to end Raw. Solo getting a match, uh, on Monday Night Raw, and the main event is something we probably won't see again. But it was just a cheap win, cheap attack by the Usos. Owens put up a fight. At the end of the day, uh, I personally thought Sammy was gonna come out. Then so, um, again, I kind of get tired of seeing these bloodline segments because I know it's not tired of it, but like right now, I just know they're not gonna like do anything where it's like finally. So it's like okay, like it's just another good segment, another good match.
Yeah, I mean, again, like you say, yeah, just another good match between the two of them. I just feel like with WrestleMania season coming up closer, we need more stuff. I really feel like this really didn't do anything to move the storyline up to progress it. But again, like they've already done so much. So, but that was it for Monday Night Raw. Christian, let me ask you, what was your moment of the night?
I will say Mysterio and Dominic because we're finally getting somewhere with that in about fucking time. And I really want to see it.
For me, I didn't really have a moment. I guess the only thing that really stuck out to me still, and it doesn't mean that it's good or anything, but just seeing Brock look up at Omos and kind of look nervous. Brock doesn't look nervous, and to see him kind of look at Omos like, I don't know, I have to second guess things. That kind of was cool. But so that is it for Monday Night Raw. We are on our road to WrestleMania. We got SmackDown coming up tomorrow. Christian and I are going to be dropping our AEW Revolution recap. My man's going to be killing it. It was a great show, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I mean, nothing else to say. We're on the road to WrestleMania. A lot of big things popping your way. So stay tuned, stay safe, and as always, stay uncensored. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Yep.